much forward to telling you about this man as well as this machine. Take a look off to the left. You see that the smoke system is on, indicating to us that Gord is ready for his performance here today. Again, this is a Eastern Bloc designed aircraft known as the Yak-50. Look, it has the climbs up into the sky and snap rolls the Yak-50 on that vertical line. Gord and Price in a Yak-50 coming around, lining his airplane up with the show line. He's going to trade off all that altitude for airspeed, or smash as the aerobatic pilots like to call it. This performance you're going to see here today is all about energy management, trading altitude for airspeed, airspeed for altitude. And during this performance today, you're going to see Gord Price perform not one, not two, but three different kinds of Lumshabaks. It's going to look like the airplane is almost totally out of control, but Gord Price is a master pilot, and of course he's on the controls the entire time during the performance, letting that Yak-50 slip through its own smoke in the tail slide. Brittany, let's take this opportunity to tell our crowd here today a little bit more about Gord.
Gord, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible gentleman, a fantastic aviator. This man is 81 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 81, I saw your faces, the shock. I had the chance to sit down with him last night for dinner and just talk through his love for aviation. He was and one of the things with the Yak is it's a big and heavy aircraft, but it maneuvers so well. So Gord Price was part of the competition teams. That is where you will look at the maneuvers and you critique every single angle. And he is taking the Yak-50 through the maximum. You will see during his performance, he will pull and push up to 7 and 5 Gs. That's 7 times your body weight. And let me tell you, a young, spry, 80-year-old man is definitely putting on an incredible show for all of us.
That was the first Brittany of the Lumshabaks. Did you know what Lumshabak means?
Tell me, Ken.
It's Czechoslovakian for headache or hangover. And when you see that airplane tumbling through the sky, you can just imagine Gord Price being jostled around in that cockpit like a popcorn in a Jiffy Pop. Probably banged his head against the canopy a couple of times. Now you know why it's called the headache or the hangover. Lots of airspeed there towards our right-hand side, rolling the Yak-50 as he goes. Now an outside snap roll as he dishes over the top, points the heavy end down towards the ground. Gord Price, sponsored by the Dem Pub, North America's finest whiskey pub, and proud sponsor for Gord Price and his incredible Yak-50. The Dem Pub Gastro Pub offers over 1,000 whiskeys, darn good Scottish fare and tasting events, located in beautiful downtown Meaford, Ontario. This is, folks, destination dining at its best, and we invite you to come out to Sykes and enjoy the great service of the Dam Pub Gastro Pub.
Look at the flat spin in front of us. Incredible. I call it the frisbee. If you're not familiar with aerobatic maneuvers, don't worry. He is upright right now. This is where he has to watch his altimeter because he is coming quickly to the ground. So he recovered nicely, points the nose down, get up, gets a little bit more energy, Ken, which is really important when you're doing aerobatic maneuvers, and pulls the stick right back in his left to head back vertical.
This airplane called the Yak-50, designed and built by the Yakolov Aircraft Company. Of course, Yakolov, probably the world's most illustrious designer of aerobatic training and aerobatic competition aircraft, with a history going back to fantastic fighters, considered by many to be the best fighters of the Second World War. Now, the Yak-50 was the final iteration of the single-seater Yak-18 and was designed by Sergei Yakolov, the son of Yakolov himself. Yak-50 had tremendous success. And at the 1976 World Aerobatic Championships, it took first. It took second, and it took third in the men's championships. It took first to fifth in the women's, as well as taking over men's and women's team prizes. We estimate that there's about 60 or so Yak-50 still flying today. I think there's only 2 in Canada at the time. You're watching one of them. The other one is based on the west coast in Abbotsford, British Columbia.
And Gord, after the World Aerobatic Championship, he was the first Western pilot invited to fly the Yak-50.
Negative 4Gs. You gotta work up to it. You gotta make sure you eat right, sleep right.
Do all the important things.
I can only hope that at 81, I'm doing half the things that Gord Price is doing for us today. Over the top, choosing that 45-degree down line, rolling the Yak-50 upright in the sky. Right down towards the water, and you'll haul back on the stick. Here he's experiencing most likely upwards of 4 to 5 positive Gs. If you want to know what that feels like, just get 5 or 6 of your friends to sit on your chest. That's about what it feels like.
So if you're looking in the sky, you can still kind of swim. You start going backwards. Did you know a Yak-50 can go in reverse? Gord just showed us.
You can't do that in a Cessna 150 or 172. It would fall apart right away. But of course, this Yak-50 is designed and built for this. Is a little bit of a renaissance man. Not only did he fly in the Royal Canadian Air Force, he flew F-104 starfighters, he flew as a commercial pilot, aircraft like the Viscount, the Van